Well, finally child was born. When the child was born, suddenly child is dead and disappeared. This Brahmana is confused. How is that possible? We are still in Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga not started. People take birth, grow, and then eventually when they get old, and the parents will die. The parents should never ever see the child's death. That this is a symptom of Kali. Anything happen haphazardly and out of order. In Dwapara Yuga, it's not supposed to happen. If this happens, this is the mistake of king. The king do good things, Praja also enjoy. Praja do dharma, king also enjoys. So clearly mentioned. I'll just read. The Brahmana was very upset because untimely death of the child in the presence of young father and mother. This when this happened in Dwapara Yuga, he could not accept this. Then he went to present King Ugrasena. He is thinking, this Ugrasena is an envious person. And then he is also called Brahmadvisha, the one who envy. So because of this, my child is dead. As soon as he is dead, not only dead, he is disappeared. And then he also accused, he is called Sathadhi, that means falsely intelligent. The king is supposed to be very intelligent. The work under Brahmin. Take the shelter of Brahmin, take the knowledge from the Brahmin, and then rule under Brahmin. So he is not doing this, something wrong. So he is also calling Brahmana is calling king as Labdha. Lubdha means is greedy. He only needs the power, name, fame, but he is not following rules and regulations. That's the reason I have to teach him a lesson. So Brahmana is not afraid to talk truth. Brahmana is not afraid because he is not paid by the king. Sometimes they will be paid, but king doesn't pay, doesn't matter. He is dependent on Krishna. So, but however, to teach a dharma, so he came to the court. Fearlessly walked in. Brahmana has a power to walk in any time into the king's court, the king's bedroom also. They will not say anything. They should not say anything. He walked in. When he walked in, king was sitting on a throne. Balaram, Krishna, Krishna's children, Pradyumna, Anuruddha, all the ministers, they are all sitting there. He walked in fearlessly. He started scolding. What kind of a king you are? What kind of a ruler you are? Krishna did not say anything. Balaram said, they just bent the head. They are looking. Brahmana was right. Ugrasena looking at Krishna and Balaram. They didn't say anything, so he kept quiet. Everybody astonished. Everybody is glorifying Krishna. Everybody thinks he is God, he is a kingmaker. But now this Brahman came and chastising everybody left and right. And they could not say a word because he is truth. He is truthful. He is talking dharma. And he says, I'll just word it. If a person with no qualification represents himself a Kshatriya of the royal order, he is not called Kshatriya, but Kshatrabandhu. Similarly, if a person is born of Brahmana, but has no Brahmanical qualification, he is called Brahma Bandhu or Vijabandhu. So only his namesake is Kshatriya, namesake is a Brahman. So now he is talking Shastra in front of him, and everybody knows, and then this happened. It never happened in the past. Since it happened, they had to accept. So, so that means Brahmana says no one should worship this or respect this king. Such a king spends his time either hunting or killing animals in the forest or killing citizens for criminal acts. But he has no self-control, possesses no good character but bad character. If such a king is worshipped, honored by the citizens will never be happy. They have to pay the price. That's what actually happened. So poor will go up, anxiety will go up, unhappiness will go up. So this is a symptom of Kali. So then I condemn this king. You never heard this kind of a story, where in front of Krishna, the Brahmana chastising king, who's made king by Krishna, and Krishna is also sitting there. And what is Krishna is looking? It is there in Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 18:9. 10th canto, chapter 18:9. So you can also read detailing. And then now, then when Brahmana saw this, they're not saying anything. They're no retaliation. When they bend the head, that means they're accepted. At least they were peaceful and pacified and walked out. And then everybody looked at Krishna. Then nothing. And when Brahmana left, then they continued whatever the discussion, as if nothing happened. Like they're looking, okay. And nobody brought any topic, and Krishna did not say anything, Balaram did not say anything, they continued. Then 1 year passed, and then second child born. They tried for child again. Immediately born, child, dead, disappeared. He's so furious. He came back again, stormed us, and he stood the same thing, everybody went like this. He did the same thing. What kind of a king you are, this and that, and then this is eunuch. You are important. No dharma. What is happening? It's my child is born. I'm a Brahmin. What is where is dharma? And then, like this, he was accusing. That continued. Third time, fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, seventh time, eighth time also. This happened actually. He had 9 children actually died, immediately disappeared. It was bewildering. Nobody could not say anything, nobody protect him, nobody is not saying anything, but this is continuing. In Dwaraka, when Krishna is there in front of him. And then when 9th time happened, he is fearlessly coming and shouting.
What does the king do?
He did not do anything.
Then why he has to shout at the king?
Because this is a subtle. That's one thing. It's one thing. If the head of the family at home is not doing his duty, the family suffer. Right? That's the reason somebody has to correct him. Correction is going on, but there is no reciprocation.
I mean, there should be some offense that the king must have done. What is that offense is this Brahmana is highlighting is what I'm asking.
So he is saying dharmic, you are intelligent for name's sake. You are not. You are doing hunting, going here and there, doing all those things. But something you are doing bad. This is happening. But if he is not responding back. He is also bewildered. What's happening? I also say, like, sometimes there is no answers. Also, sometimes the answer will come late. Something high truth will be revealed over the period of time. So this is something like that. So 9th time, when he came shouting, Arjuna happened to be there, sitting there with Gandiva, with looking at his guru, his friend Arjuna, Sri Krishna. When this happened, he looked at entire phenomena. Everybody is bending the head, and as if like the same tune, like when the olden days, Doordarshan came, ting 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 ting, sound comes. Chitralahari, where I don't know. Wednesday 8:30, whole people village will come and looking for that. Arjuna says, "Look, what's happening? Nobody is talking. His blood boils. He's Kshatriya. They are also Kshatriyas." He says, "What's happening? Krishna, why are not talking? Balram, why are not talking? What's happening?" Everybody kept quiet, and then he looked at Brahmana. He said, "Brahmana, what are you saying? I am the protector of dharma. I will protect your child. I am a holder of Gandiva. I will protect. What's happening?" Then I should read his Brahmana's words. This is very powerful, mean saying. "Oh Brahmana, why do you say that there are no proper Kshatriyas to protect the citizens of this country? If there is not even someone who can pretend to be a Kshatriya, who can carry, I carry bow and arrow, then I will protect. I represent the royal dharma. I protect dharma, Brahmins." Like that, he just kept on saying that. And then Arjuna continued, "If Kshatriyas, kings do not take care of them, such Kshatriyas are to be considered is no more than a stage players. In dramatic performance in the theatre, actors may act, but however, I am not like that. Say, Brahmana, I promise that I shall give you protection to your children, and if I am unable to do so, I shall enter into the blazing fire." Chivalry is like, he says, if he cannot protect, I will. Krishna is looking at him, Balaram looking at him, Pradyumna and Dev looking at him. Okay. And then Ugrasena is looking at him. Okay, they did not say anything. They did not say a smile, little bit smile. And then upon hearing this from Arjuna, and Brahmana got little hope. But however, he got doubt. He says, my dear Arjuna, he knows who is Arjuna. Lord Balaram is present and Krishna is present. He could not give protection to my children. Lord Krishna is present. He could not protect my children. Pradyumna, Aniruddha, they are the people. Krishna's son and grandchildren are amazing. They can fight with 100,000 people by single-handedly. They are Maharathis. Rathi, Attarati, Athiradi, Maharathi. It is mentioned in Mahabharata. So who is Radhi? How many people they can fight? Attarati, Athiradi. So Maharathi is the greatest. They can fight with 100,000 people at a single time, like 10,000 people, 1,000 people, like that. And what is so these are the Maharathis. And then he says, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah. And then when they could not even say a word, they could not protect my children, then how can you could do that? Even impossible for Supreme Lord, Krishna is sitting there. Then you are promising something beyond your capacity. Don't you think? I consider you promise to be like that of an inexperienced child. I cannot put my faith in you. He told him in the face. Arjuna's, his ego got hurt. He says, don't worry, my dear Brahmana, I am neither Sankarshana nor Krishna. I am nor one of Krishna's son. He said that. In this Bhagavatam he says, I am not Krishna, I am not Balaram. His ego got hurt, and he started boasting. I am not Sankarshana, which is Balaram other name. I am not Krishna. I am not Aniruddha. My name is Arjuna. I carry the bow known as Gandiva. You cannot insult me, for I have satisfied even Lord Shiva. I fought with Lord Shiva and I satisfied him. I got the Pasupatasra. I shall bring back your child. Stay here. No, I will fight even with the death. So then Brahmana is pacified. Okay. When Arjuna is saying that, he got a little bit pacified. Okay, let's see. And then now I will let you know when my next child born, and then be around. Then Arjuna did not left the place. He was doing pilgrimage nearby place. He did not leave. He was staying. And then eventually when he got notification that she is carrying, and any time, then he came. And he came, he looked at his house. It was a small hut. Then he prayed to Lord Shiva. He did not pray to Krishna. He prayed to Lord Shiva and invoked the Pasupatasra. With arrows he covered entire house. Not even air could go inside. And then he was going outside. The time has come. Delivery is done. And then they heard the voice. The baby cried and died, disappeared. Arjuna was bewildered. They came like, that person is a furious. He started shouting. Arjuna, I believed you. What kind of a eunuch you are? You are important. What kind of Kshatriya? Enter into the forest. At least they did not say a word. They did not say a word, but at least he boasted. Where is all his progress is gone? Arjuna bewildered. Where happened? Then let's see what Arjuna did. Okay. And on top of that, Arjuna's arrows also disappeared. He put all the arrows disappeared, child is also disappeared. Yes, we should not laugh, I'm just saying that. And then Brahmana, then all other people also came, Krishna and everybody. And then I put my faith in these words of Arjuna, who is important, who is expert only in the false promise. How foolish I was to believe Arjuna. He promised to protect my child when even Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Lord Balaram, Lord Krishna has failed. If such a great personality could not protect my child, then who can do so? I therefore condemn Arjuna for his false promise. And also condemn his celebrated bow Gandiva. and his impudence in declaring himself greater than Lord Balarama, Lord Krishna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. How can anyone say my child who has already been transferred to other planet due to sheer foolishness only? Arjuna thought he could bring back my son, my child from other planet. Thus condemned by Brahmana, Arjuna empowered himself. Then he thought, okay, I need to do something. Then he invoked the power, Pasupatastra. He transitioned himself, mystic power, and then started searching entire universe. So he says, I will go get the child. Not only this child, previous child. He went, where he went first, he went to Yamaloka. Srimad Bhagavatam explains systematically. He went to Yamaloka. He searched, he talked to Yamaraj, he explained, he said he could not find. Then when he could not find there, then he went to heaven. He spoke to Indra. Then entire heavenly planet he searched, they could not find. And then after that he went to Niriti demigod, where moon planet is also moon planet. And then he went to Varunaloka, Vayuloka, Rasatala, Patala, Talatala, Mahatala, Bhurloka, Siddhaloka, Tapaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, and then Brahmaloka. We went to Brahmaloka with the mystic power. He could not find. That means, so we are in Bhuloka, right? There's a total 14 planetary system in this globe. Brahmaloka is the topmost. Bhu, Bhuvar, Swarga, Jana, Tapa, Mahar, and then Brahmaloka. And Atala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala planetary systems. 14 planetary system together is one globe. Highest is Brahma, and then on the edge is called Vaikunta, which is actually Kshirodaksh Mahavishnu lives, and then little bit down there is Kailash, which is Shiva lives, and this is one universe. And this, like the universe, this is unlimited universes. Each universe has similar thing. One Brahma, our Brahma is called Chaturmukhi Brahma, which has 4 heads. There are other Brahmas, which has 10 heads, 100 heads. There are universes which has million heads and 10 million heads of Brahma. And each universe has one Vishnu, which is one Kshirodaksh Vishnu, and then one Shiva. All these things is in the big universe called material world, which is nothing but a breath of Garbhodakshaya Mahavishnu. And then that's, Garbhodakshaya Mahavishnu. No, Karanodakshaya Mahavishnu, sorry, I am just missing the point. See, there are 3 Vishnus. The one Vishnu which is in the heart is called Kshirodaksh Mahavishnu, and he also resides in the edge of each universe. And all this universe actually coming from Garbhodakshaya Mahavishnu. He is also coming from Karanodakshaya Mahavishnu, whose breath is actually all these things comes in being, and then eventually it disappear when he breathes in, breathes out. These are all in the material world. So Arjuna travelled in one universe. One universe, he went to the topmost. He went up to Brahmaloka. And then he could not find. Then he said, and then Arjuna came back. He could not find. He says, what did you promise? If I cannot find, he'll enter into the fire. The Brahmana reminded him, okay, now time has come. Arjuna bent his head. There's nothing I could do. I tried. Then I understood. Because Arjuna has a little pride also. When Krishna does a lot of things, the one thing you don't like the pride in the devotees. So you also will crush a little bit. So to that you lose some drama. So Arjuna came to his senses. He looked at Krishna. I should have prayed you. I should have talked to you. I didn't ask you. I just made my own. And then now he made the fire ready. He's about entering. Then he says, Krishna came. He says, Arjuna, first time Krishna spoke. Wait a minute. Let's do something. He looked at Brahmana. Don't worry. He looked at everybody. Don't worry. Then he called his transcendental chariot. Chariot came. And he says, Arjuna, get in. Arjuna got in. And then Krishna started taking the chariot. With a fraction of a second, he crossed what Arjuna did for a long time. outer skirts of the universe. Now I am going to explain these layers. What Arjuna covered in this one particular universe. What Krishna is going to do. Does anybody know what is the four horses names of Krishna's chariot? They are the things which we used to, initial days we used to do a lot of quizzes, debate, like people take turn, like from Mahabharata, Ramayana, ask these questions. It also makes you to think. Okay, does anybody remember? Okay. So Shaibya, Sugriva, as two I know, and two will come back later. I think I don't remember all the four. Shaibya is one, Sugriva is second. Some Pushpa, Magadha Pushpa. We will find out. It may be there. Okay. So this is this universe after cross. If you see all in nothing but the darkness and lightness. The darkness means when there is no sun, that's darkness. When sun is there, light. So now when they cross this universe, and there's a lot of islands. Srimad Bhagavatam explains the cosmology. So each island means there is oceans, and then after this universe there is a layers of it's called first is air, water, like like that. There are so many, and after that if you see the Vipas, there are some islands, Liquor Island, Sweetwater ocean, and then yeah, like that. There's if you cross that, then it's a Jambu Dweep, and like that if Krishna was traveling through penetrating this, Arjuna was just, he only has access till this extent. Then he went beyond. It's clearly explained. Jambudvipa, after crossing this great ocean of air, and then there are many islands. Some other time we can talk about ocean of milk, which is that's where the Kshira is Mahavishnu. Kshira means milk, and then there is ocean of ghee, there is ocean of oil, and then there are like that. If you could explain some other time, one class will be cosmology. We will discuss about in detail entire cosmic manifestation. Okay. And then after that, when he passing that, then it became a totally dark. To a certain extent, the sun is there, and after this become dark. Then Arjuna got bewildered, and even horses got bewildered. Yeah, it is mentioned here: Saibya, Sugriva, Megha Pushpa, and Balahaka. Next time we'll remember. Balahaka, Balahak. The Krishna's transcendental horses, the four horses. It's a good question, I can also remember. Saibya, Sugriva, Megha Pushpa, and Balahaka, four horses which were drawing the chariot. So when it became the darkness, even they got bewildered, they had hesitated to move forward, and Krishna saw that. Then I just wanted to make sure we go in sequence. With his mystic power, then Krishna manifested his light. So then the light came. They could able to see forward. They could able to move forward. Mystic power. And then how did he do that? He called Sudarshan Chakra. Sudarshan Chakra came, and then when it came, Hare Krishna, it just brought the light. Sudarshana, are also called Sudarshana means best sight. Sudarshana, which gives us an eyesight where we can see. So everything we can learn, whatever Krishna does it. When the ignorance, darkness comes, he sent the Sudarshana Chakra, the devotees, Srimad Bhagavatam. So that's called seeing Lord. So when we see the Lord, we also transformed ourselves with the Krishna's qualities. Okay? Okay. It's called nice observation, Sudarshan. We also get darshan. What is darshan? Nice observation. So after the universe coverings, when they came to the darkness, when the light, then that's called Brahma Jyoti, which is coming from Krishna's effulgence. a Vishnu effulgence, Brahma Jyoti. So they went to the Brahma. That's where the spiritual world start. That's where from this side material world ends.
Okay.
This is the material world. It's called Kunta. The Vaikunta, the beyond the Brahma Jyoti. That Brahma Jyoti is like place of inert. The people who are impersonalists, who want to merge with the God, they will be there. In a, for example, in the winter starts, all the trees goes into the dormant state. They're there. So like that, the people who wanted to merge, the devotees never wanted to merge with God. The devotees want to live with God, serve God, be with God in a companionship. There are people who are impersonalist, not personalist, impersonalist. They want to end their existence by losing their identity. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Klesho dikatam tesam avyakta chasta chesitam avyakta gatim deha vagdir avapyate. He says that place, even though some transcendentalists wanted, Krishna is not recommending. If that's what you want, they can be there millions and billions and trillions of years in the Ananda. They derive enormous amount of pleasure in that, but they are all alone in the dormant state. Dormant state. So it's it explains, for example, if somebody has a big island, big palace, all the food that he wants or she wants, all the cars, gold, jewelry, you name it, everything is that. But he's all alone. He's all alone. How long the person will survive? Even if a bird comes, they're looking at talking to the person. So same thing, these people who are in the Brahma Jyoti, yogis who wants to merge with the God, they were given a facility, they derive an enormous amount of pleasure. When going on unlimited time, and the finally thought comes, I wish I need somebody to talk. Boom, that's where they fell to the world like a drop of water. That is a desire. And those who doesn't have desire, they will continue. When they come, then it fall into earth, and then it will be sucked by the tree root. It forms either a leaf or a tree or a fruit, and it is eaten by a male, so that entered the sperm, and then it enters the female body and again comes as a through yoni. Then existence comes. So that this time will not do the same mistake. They will worship the personal aspect of God in companionship, bhakti, not gnani, dhyani, bairagi, whatever. So then this time they want to enter into the realm of personal activities, be with Krishna, and then personal relationship. So that's more, that eternally that will continue. So like that, when Krishna's chariot drawing to that Brahma Jyoti now, that's where we are right now. So now Brahma Jyoti effulgence is so effulgent, even Arjuna with his mystic powers you cannot see. Millions and billions of sun at a time. We cannot even see sun at mid-afternoon with our own bare eyes. Just imagine millions of that sun. That is the effulgence of Brahma Jyoti. That Brahma Jyoti is a state outside the material universe. It's also called, we'll talk about all those things when we come to the details. Okay. And then after that, it's also called Hari Vamsha. Krishna is explained to Arjuna what is Brahma Jyoti, what is effulgence, where is it coming from. He explained it very clearly to Arjuna. It's called Hari Vamsha Arjuna. This Brahma Jyoti is an expansion of my spiritual energy. Krishna told Arjuna, this Brahma Jyoti is beyond the region of my external energy. What is external energy? Prakriti, which is Pradhana. Nothing but then it will become Mahatattva. Mahatattva, all becomes material world. We will explain detailedly how this Mahatattva expands into this material world. Earth, water, fire, ether, air, seeing power, touching power, smelling power, all this, the energies, the one form the other. Then this is bigger than the next previous one. The next forms. The finally Bhumirapo Nala Vaya Kammano Buddhirevacha. Then whatever you see, this Panchendriyas, Gnanendriyas, and then Karmendriyas, all this. So when the soul come to this material world, Brahma given all these powers, this body made of these 24 elements, which is coming from this external energy, which is Prakriti. The Krishna is explaining all the details. And then now, and there is, after crossing that one, they come to the river. It's called Viraja. That is a river which bifurcate the material world and spiritual world. Viraja river. Other side of the river is spiritual world, and then this side of the river is material world. And then chariot cross that one. Spiritual water. That's the spiritual water. It's also called Karana water. What is Karana here in English? Reason. In spiritual world, there is no reason. Krishna is the reason, and he doesn't have any reason. So now the soul decided come to this material world to take the role of a Krishna, to become a god. So that's the reason Krishna sends unwilling to the soul. We all rejected God and came here to take the role of Krishna. That's what we are here. We are trying. I am the center. I am a proprietor. I am the controller. So to facilitate the desire, it needs some place. This is material world. If I am Vishal, I'll be happy. One time I'll become Vishal. One time if I am this Mataji, I'm happy. If I become that Mataji. If I am Indra, I'll be happy. So I become Indra, Chandra, this, that, this. Bahunam janmanamante gnanavan mam prapadyante vasudeva sarvati samatma sudallo. Like that, we take many lifetimes. Finally, we come to control. Who am I? Why I'm taking? Why I'm doing this? And finally, then connect to Krishna through devotees, and then go back to spiritual world. So when this process, this material world is created, just to give a facility. Then finally we can understand I am not a god, I was never a god, I can never become god. God is God, I am Jiva, he is Deva. Right? So then after crossing that, then Krishna took his chariot. Beyond that, then he came to a place which is called Vaikuntha. We clearly say that here. Then when he entered there, he saw a big palace, humongous palace which he never ever saw. So there were many thousands of pillars, columns made of valuable jewels. Glaring effulgence of those columns are so beautiful that Arjuna was charmed by it. Within that palace, Arjuna and Krishna both saw Anantadev. Who is he?
Shesha.
Yeah. And then Anantadev. On that is Vishnu was lying. Lakshmi is sitting. So Nanda, Sunanda, all the great devotees, they were all standing there. This clearly mentioned. And then that serpent has thousands of hoods, each one decorated with valuable and effulgent jewels, beautifully dazzling. And each of Anantadev's hoods had 2 eyes, which appeared very fearful. His body was as white as mountain top of Kailasha, which is always covered with snow. His necks were bluish, and as were his tongues. Arjuna saw the Sheshanaga form, and he also saw on the very soft white body of Sheshanaga, Lord Mahavishnu was lying there. This is Karanadax Mahavishnu, lying comfortably. He appeared all pervading, very powerful, beautiful, effulgent, and then it is also called Purushottama, best of Purushas, Purushottama. And then he is also called Vishnu. And then he is also called Garbhodakshaya Mahavishnu. He is also they are all one and same. And then after that, let me see. This Mahavishnu helmet bedecked with valuable jewels, and he saw Arjuna was looking at, he's just taking very carefully, analyzing. Mahavishnu helmet was bedecked with valuable jewels, beautiful earrings, beauty of the curling hair, his head has beautiful hair is falling, and then he has 8 arms, very long, Ajanubahu, crossing his knees, and then his chest was marked with the symbol of Srivasa, resting place for goddess of fortune Lakshmi, and he has a lotus garland of lotus flowers, and then is also called Vajayanti Mala, and then his associates Nanda, Sunanda, and then Sudarshan Chakra, and personification of Vedas. Vedas is not only book, is also personification of person. The personification of Vedas is standing there, and all his innumerable energies. What are the energies? Pushti, Samtushti, Sri, Bhu, Nila, Aja. All these energies actually who does the in creation. Who like Bhu Shakti, Nila Shakti, all these energies does different parts. for Krishna. And then there is a Lord Shiva is there, and then heavenly planets, Chandra, Varuna, Sun God, they are also there. They are also visiting Vishnu. And then what else? I just want to make it. How are we doing with the time? 7:41. Okay, like that. So when finally Krishna looked at Arjuna, then Krishna paid obeisance to Vishnu. They're not different. Amazing drama, right? One comes from other. When looking at Arjuna was bewildered, then it's okay. He also paid obeisance. And then Vishnu smiled. Who is Vishnu? God at work. Who is Krishna? So now he's enjoying pastimes, and now he just went back to the, the same God is at home, took his son to office. Sometimes where you work at Chase, that there is a one day where you can bring your kids. It happens to other places, I don't know. The kids will come, and then there will be some programs also for the kids, and then they'll give some toys, and then and some things they can do. So Nationwide also had it. So when I was working there, and then when everything is over, they also give the day free lunches, pizza and everything for the kids. And then on top of, they want to buy, they can buy. And when everything is over, the son brings the son, father brings the son to the father's cube. They have their own office, right? And 11 chair, he will be playing and sitting there. And somebody comes, how they talk, hey, Mr. So-and-so, they will talk, hey, my son, he's my son. And then there is Mr. And even as a father, he cannot jump on him, he cannot joke with him. The mood was different. And after that, he come home, is a different. So like that, when Krishna looked at Vishnu and paying obeisances, and Vishnu smiled, and then Arjuna also paid obeisances. The devotees. Yeah. Then Vishnu spoke with his lotus mouth. Now what it says? My dear Krishna and Arjuna, I was very eager to see you. Both. Therefore, I arrange entire pastimes to steal the babies. They're here. To see you, Krishna, I cannot come. If Vishnu comes to Dwaraka to take darshan, it's not a pleasing, it's a disturbance. So out of greediness, the Vishnu became a thief. So I know if I steal these kids, bring it here, nobody cannot come, only you can come, so you will bring Arjuna. So now, if Arjuna is in danger, you will be there to protect him. So I became a thief to get Arjuna here so that he can come. So that is the mood of a devotee. What is do? To see God, we need to go through devotee. That is the point of stand to me. That is the mood. Even a God, to see himself, he go through the devotee Arjuna. That is the theme for today. It is there in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 18:9. Super excellent pastimes of Krishna. To show us. He became a thief to show the world. He stole, and then he heard this galis and whatever it is, this Brahmana patiently for 10 years. All things, he is patiently smiling, he didn't say anything. He tolerated. This is further, he says, my dear Krishna and Arjuna, I was very eager to see you both, and therefore I arranged to take away the babies of the Brahmana and keep them here. I have been expecting to see you both at this place. You have appeared in the material world as my incarnation in order to minimize the force of demoniac persons who burden the world. Now after killing all these unwanted demons, you will please come back to me. The two of you, nothing but incarnation of Naranarayan Rishi. Krishna and then Arjun is actually Naranarayan Rishi also. We will talk about that a little bit later, some other time. Then conversation started some other time. Then Arjuna was bewildered. He don't know what's happening. No. He looked at Krishna, Krishna smiling. Whatever I do is for your benefit. Sometimes you will know, sometimes you don't even know. Sometimes I'll tell you, sometimes I don't tell you. The time will. At Prabhu was eager to know, and Prabhu said, hold on. Sometimes we have to hold on. Sometimes on the spot we will be known. Then Krishna Arjuna then offered their obeisance to Mahavishnu and taking the Brahmana children. In the meantime, those children grew up even in that place like how they were grown up in earthly planet. Because by the time the normal person would have gone, the centuries would have been passed. Like here 6 months is a movement in Swargaloka. There 12 years is a movement for Brahma. And Brahma's 311 trillion years is one moment for Vishnu. 311 trillion years of Brahma's life is a moment for Vishnu. And in the spiritual there is no time. In the material world there is only time. Because as I said, everything there is a reason for everything here. But in spiritual world there is no time, there is no reason. And Krishna is the reason for everything, but he doesn't have a reason. So to understand this, the reason doesn't work. Logic doesn't work. This is beyond the reason. We have to understand that I cannot understand. Sorry. Then the person who gives an understanding from within. But however, we have to use our reason, knowledge, also try to show Krishna that I want to understand. It is not like dogmatic or dry philosophy. It's also use intelligence. Okay, and then now Arjuna got stuck with great wonder visiting transcendental world because of Krishna. He could able to see, and he came back and he gave the children back to the Brahmana, and the Brahmana was happy, and then his wife is happy, and everybody from there life continued. So now what would we learn from this? The one thing we learn is that Krishna loves his devotees. If we cannot love devotees, at least we should not hate them. Sometimes it's very difficult to deal with some devotees also, even though sorry, this is not bothering.
So first of all, who is that devotee? Like what is that quality that devotee has? Because I see most of us are practicing devotees, not devotees.
Yeah, practicing devotees. Yeah. Sadhakas.
Correct. Yeah. So who, you said, like you mentioned, if we have to seek God, we have to go through devotee. Right? Like what is that one condition applies to the devotee where God is helping him in all circumstances?
Correct. Beautiful point. So any calculated guesses, Prabhu? So we have to go through Krishna through devotee. Who is the devotee? But there are some devotees out there, and who is the devotee? Through that we can go. That means that person has a light, or some chakra on the top, or whomever we come across. How do we know?
Somebody is doing book distribution, Bhagavad Gita, chanting Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam recitation. So are they devotees, or we have to go through them? Who is that devotee?
Beautiful. You heard the question. What is your comment?
Spiritual perspective. Like that is where it is, right? Like our acharyas are the ones who have understood it, practiced it, and then who are sharing it.
That was one answer. So let's hear from Mataji.
Like we can know things from, supposing if I have tasted a mango, and then if I tell you, oh, this mango is good, but you have to taste it to understand how sweet that mango is. So like acharyas, how Prabhuji said, like Gurujans, they are from a sampradaya, so we have to go through them, and we are not going to have like how Vapu and Vani, so we are not going to have real Vapu Seva with our Gurus. So the Gurus' disciples, so disciple succession. So the devotees, how Prabhu is also saying, like who's following the 4 principles that Sri Prabhupada gave, and who's doing their sadhana sincerely. So we have to go through their association. So devotee association is the only way that will take us to Krishna consciousness.
Wonderful. Prabhu?
It will, whatever, like it depends on what stage of Krishna consciousness you are in. Sometimes, like there are 4 types of gurus: Patpradashik Guru and Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru. So depends. So sometimes if we are very new, then we can get inspired by many people. But then when we become sincere and then we aspire to take initiation, then we have spiritual master. But there can be many Shiksha Gurus. Like you can learn from a lot of people. But usually most of your progress will depend on where you are, not based on where the society of devotees is very advanced. But I can only progress based on where I am and how fast I can go. So I think based on where you are, you'll always find something or somebody that inspires you, some service or some devotees or something that you feel like connecting to. And once you connect, then slowly you'll feel the advancement, and then you kind of move on. So I think.
So, senior devotees, they said. So my understanding is also something similar. So when we start Vidyabhyas initially, so who does mother and father takes first? Like LKG, first grade, elementary school, whom they have an access. Then that become our guru. Like teaches ABCD, like 1, 2, 3, all those things. Then eventually that person pushed to second stage, second grade, third, fourth, fifth, 10th class, PUC or intermediate or and higher college, eventually go up. Similarly, when the person has a desire, want to advance in the path of spiritual, so as a soul was given an opportunity by super soul, based on where we are, based on that the situation is been. You may meet book distribution person, you may meet a Harinam person, somebody may meet a devotee at work. So it's all perfectly ordained, the Supreme Controller. Now for that, for us, that is an entry. So then slowly we'll move forward. As we move forward, then his knowledge is expanding, your understanding expanding. Then eventually connect to that, in this case Prabhupada. Then we understand Prabhupada teachings. Then we started saying, oh, Prabhupada teachings, who is following here? Everybody is following. Out of that, who is following the better? Like fragrance cannot be suppressed. The tree is judged by the fruit. So my understanding, what I could see initially is expanding. I could also see who are advanced, who is walking the talk, and who also, like Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, Uttama Adhikari. So now most of the people are Kanishta Adhikari, among like us. Then there are some people out there are also like us, but they are different. But they will not talk and show off. Then you have to find out. How do you find out? Unless I want to. See, I can only find out other person good quality when I have the same. If I don't have, I gave an example of the blind person who wants to see the gold. Last week we discussed, right? So unless I have an experience of gold, even if I see gold, I cannot. So now by chanting, reading, hearing, I also develop these qualities, and that qualities will evolve, or at least I got a little glimpse of it. Then I see this quality. Okay, she has it, he has it. And now you see this person, I think he's chanting very nice, but it's also show off. Then I see now, and we can also figure it out. Then eventually we may have bad experience, this and that, and then hypocrisy is there. Then what happens? We respect, maintain a distance. Then we look for those are sincere and serious, and then eventually we associate. And among them, then it will be some other. Like that, the journey will continue. But now, who is devotee? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been asked this question. He said, to that extent, anybody who.
Chants Hare Krishna.
Will you be offered? No.
She asked me to ask me.
No, did you offer at home? Yes, you can offer here. Yeah. Once you offer, you cannot offer. So that's the reason they will find out. Then offer again. Good. That's good. Yeah. Some devotees they offer at home and bring it. Yeah, that's it. So now where are we? So that journey. That's how we know. Then now this person in this process advanced.
So, what my, I'm sorry to interrupt.
You got the point?
I got the point.
Yeah.
See, this is Mahavishnu's criteria. You have to come to me through that devotee. So define that devotee. Exactly. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has a definition. Some other Prabhu has another definition. We have some other definition. So
In this case, who is that? Who is the devotee? He's talking about Arjuna. So now the caliber what Arjuna, Vishnu was looking is Arjuna. Buddhist Arjuna in a Mahabhagavat. Krishna also chose him to speak Bhagavad Gita.
But Vishnu has that pride element, where he said, I'm not like Krishna, I'm not like Balaram.
Not
like,
Vishnu, Arjuna.
Arjuna said these things.
This is actually is not different than Narayana Rishi. He doesn't have it, but it's all Krishna's plan to make him talk like that. So otherwise, Vishnu would not have chosen Arjuna. Arjuna, time to time, like Prabhupada gives an example. So a person got married, and then his wife came, the cultured family. The wife also cultured family, but she grew up in a different process at their home, which taught by her mother. Now she came to mother-in-law's house. So mother-in-law also started treating her as a daughter, and she's also treating her like a mother. So now, but the process is a little different. They may eat a little spicy more or less spicy here, the sweets and this and that, the way they cook is different. So now, mother-in-law doesn't want to offend daughter-in-law. What she will do? She'll tell her daughter, which she already knows, because she grew up here. Mother-in-law tell her daughter what to do in front of her. So intelligent daughter-in-law says she got it. Whom she is telling is her, but whom she is addressing, her. So now that is the how point. Krishna uses sometimes Indra, sometimes Narada, sometimes Bali Maharaj, sometimes this and that, sometimes Arjuna. So intelligent person who's actually, Arjuna doesn't have a pride, but why did he act like in Parikshit Maharaj is Mahabhagavat? Why did he put a snake around that? Who did initially instigate it from inside? Obvious. But unless I have that vision, how do I? See, Arjuna is wrong. You are right, Arjuna is wrong, but he is also right. He is right in such a way that wrong is not a wrong like is coming, is also instigated from Paramatma. This we understand as we get matured. So the devotee now, as we advance, so 5 kind of a people in general. So first kind, they only see bad, nothing else. Nothing. So this is how it is. This world is horrible. Nothing else. Little bit advanced, they see good and bad, but they will do bad. Little advanced, they see good and bad, they do good. Little more advanced, they only see good.
Transcendental people.
Yes, right? They only see good, they don't see bad. So now this person who met Bhakti devotee or Sankirtan devotee progress is also progressing, she is also progressing. So what is their state of consciousness?
Yeah.
What is their purity? Because I am judging others, but somebody is judging me. Like, how do I know? So that person also has to, for example, this person, at least he has been chanting, reading, doing something. Okay, chale, no problem. Something good is there, let me see. That's the reason, as I said, if you cannot love devotee, at least you should not hate.
Yeah.
So it's okay. See, who is Ghatotkacha? Ghatotkacha is a son of Bhim. Bhim is Mahabhagavat, like Arjuna. They are Krishna's associates. But Ghatotkacha came through Hidimba, who is a man-eater before. So now he may not be eating in front of Pandavas, but he does all those things. But because he loves his father, because of his love for his father, he also loves Pandavas. But he has demonic tendencies. But he is serving Krishna, Pandavas. So now when Karna has to be killed, somebody has to sacrifice. Why did Krishna choose Ghatotkacha? He never chose Arjuna or Nakul, Bhim, Sahadev. So why? There are some, something out of something, if you see nice sabji, you see something, looks like rice, what do you do? Fek do. Like that, so we keep a distance for those, I cannot relate. That person may be 80% advanced. I cannot relate. There may be a person doing things which a little unconventional way. looks like
Respectable distance.
yeah, maybe looks like even adharmic also. So, but how do I know? In this case, like so somebody is shouting at Krishna and Balaram or that king. Other person is, how can I do that? Like, no, they understood. Something is going to happen, keep quiet, watch. So, Akrura asked Gargacharya, who is a priest of Vasudev, Devaki, Brahma Manasputra, very powerful Brahmin. And then in front of you, they were put in a jail. Then many of Vaishnavas have been chased away. The Krishna, he's a son. He's a son. He came here. Now he's living in this guy is in Vrindavan. This Kamsa is doing so many atrocities, doing unconventional things. Then why can't you protect? And so Gargamuni looked at him. For everything there is a reason, and somebody has to do it. That is not my job. I'll have to wait. When the time comes, things will happen. Then Krishna has to come and kill. You could have killed just like this. Lakshmi, supreme goddess of fortune, is not different than Vishnu. Sita is not different than Vishnu. Ram, do you think she cannot kill Ravana? She could have, like in a little ant, she can rub him like this. She did not. For everything there is a reason. So nose work, nose only do. Eye work, I will do. Like that, sometimes what happens, Krishna has to teach the devotee. But if the power, somebody is empowered in management at GBC, they can correct sometimes if it is. So what we do, we'll just do, and then we raise a voice when we can. Otherwise, we cannot judge. At the same time, it is going out of time. We pray to Krishna, please, and Krishna will also do in his own way. So now devotee says, even think of Krishna, this person is a devotee. Even one time chant Krishna is a devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Api cheto duracharo sadhur evasa mantavyaha. Api chetso duracharo is the greatest abominable activities is done by person. Krishna says, I see him still as a sadhu. The Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, duracharo, abominable things. If that person is chanting Krishna's names, the matter of time that person becomes sadhu one day. But right now, fan is going full fast. You pull the plug, karmic reaction. It will take some time. Some people, big fans. Some has a small fans. And some had number 1, 2, 3, 4 running speed. But it will stop one day. So we have to respect, we have to have patience and then wait, and then things will happen. This path of bhakti is perfect. Process is perfect. Object, Krishna is perfect. The soul is also perfect, but I am in imperfect situation. All I have just a patience. So that's my understanding. So at the same time, we should not become a doormat. Humbly means whatever we say do. No, that's what before he came we were discussing. How did these invaders came to this country? There are only 100 people, 200 people. And here the mighty people are powerful, the big swords, supernatural powers. And then what they do? Ghazini Muhammad comes, Gauri Muhammad comes, Nadir Shah comes, this one comes, they'll come with 1,000 people, 2,000, 100 people, you have 10,000 people are here. So they bring the old people, they go to the temple, bring the murti, bring a cow. If you come, we're going to kill this. And then they put all the weapons down, the people go and kill them. So why did they allow that? That's a sentiment. Not sentiment, sentimental. Sentiments are good, sentimental is bad. Wait, that's what exactly Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says to Arjuna, you are thinking like a pandit, but a fool, number one. Asocham navasochastam prajnavadan sabhase gatasu na gatamsa nanu sochanti pandita. Arjuna, you are, Krishna using Arjuna to tell you and me. You are posing like a pandit, but you are saying, I don't want to kill your grandfather, I don't want to kill my gurus, I don't want to kill my brothers, and this happened, that happened. Entire first chapter, all the ifs and buts. He gives many reasons, he only answered himself. He asked himself, he answered himself. Krishna is patiently waiting. Then Krishna first words he says, Asocham navasocham. This is Asocham. Posing like a learned Brahmin, but you're fool number one. But you don't know. You're grieving for something which is not worthy. They are adharma. I'm not standing on your side because you're my auntie's son. You are standing Dharma's side. You have to protect Dharma. So then we should not be a doormat. Humble means not doormat. We have to stand for Dharma. But we have to do it in the right way. Not like, for. So, yeah, that's my understanding. So, but process of bhakti is amazing if we keep continue. So, Prabhu also started every day morning. I'll be joining from Monday.
Yeah.
So, we can also say in this group, whoever wants, 5 o'clock, 5:30.
5:30.
5:30 wants to chant, and then in this group we can share,
Yeah.
and then we join, and then we can help. We help each other.
Yes.
Also brings a discipline. So we'll chant for 5:30, or like 1 round, 2 round, 10 rounds, 16 rounds. 5:30 to 7 is the window. How many ever rounds people chant. So, and I have some commitments. So that's because when
No worries, Prabhu.
so Monday onwards I'll also join. So discipline. So I used to do that. I still do that, but now just
Idea is to kind of like complete maximum rounds in Brahma Muhurat. That's why
so
created.
it's just a noble idea, Prabhu. Thank you very much. All glories to you. Thank you very much initiating. And then he also said in between we can speak a few minutes here and there.
Yeah.
But it's a systematically, and then if together we are very strong. If I'm alone, my eye can break. So now, what are the round of rounds? And then we can expand this and make it available for everybody. And then we can have it. Then mind will become tuned. Then I'm done all my 16 rounds in the morning. I have a whole day. I can do so many things. Otherwise, afternoon 2 rounds, evening 2 rounds, catching up here and there. So send the details. So we'll start from Monday. We can also start from tomorrow, but tomorrow we have some service. So sometimes we will be in the altar. Sundays, some of us goes to dressing in the morning, 5 o'clock, 6. So that day, of course, we also have dress, cooking. So, but in general, we will keep up this. This is see now, 2 years, 3 years back when he started. Now where he started preaching, he started doing so many amazing. Process of bhakti is amazing. Anybody can do that. So thank you very much. You're advancing. They cook once a month, breakfast, Radhanattabha in the temple. What a transformation. Prabhu was telling where was the journey. But the desire was there. The intensity. Prabhu and Mataji, they're very simple. Their intention is pure. I may not be pure, but if my intention is pure one day, then Krishna, Bhakti Devi picks the people. But during this process, we will be tested. We will be tested. There will be allurements, name, fame, power. We find faults and others find faults with us. Everybody comes, wonderful. If no one comes, I'm going alone. That attitude should be there. Somebody comes, amazing, we'll go. Sometimes you'll be only person sitting at 5:30 chanting.
Right now, I'm the only.
Doesn't matter. So now you see so many people heard it.
What about Mataji?
She is there.
So 2 people.
Just us.
So those who know the story, one time one bird living in the shore of an ocean. In the ocean shore, sometimes trees are there, bushes are there, right? Water comes, has birds, so many other birds. She also nest. In that nest, there's eggs. Big wave come, took all the eggs. Some of us, you know the story. That bird went back after they go for food in the morning, come back. So all the eggs are gone. And looking here and there, what she can talk. There's nobody there. And she looked at ocean. Then it knows. She knows the ocean water took it. And looking at ocean, it got so furious. Mother is a mother. The love is there. So they are all going to become birds. And now you took all the give me. Do you think the ocean will respond? I'm sorry. Didn't even respond. No comment, nothing. It's got so furious, angry. Then he took a vow, I'm going to dry you up. A bird is telling ocean, I'm going to dry you up. Then ocean didn't even pay attention. The bird did not give up. It goes inside, water, take a little water, come back and throw it here. Go again, take a little back and come and throw it. When it's hungry, go eat and come back and throw it day and night, every day, every week. Time is passing, everybody is making fun. What is this nonsense? Do you want to work? Do you know what is ocean? It doesn't matter. It is wrong. I want to teach him a lesson. Then after sometimes word of mouth, finally this came to the Garut Mantra. It's the Lord of birds. As soon as he heard, he got compassion, he just came. He came, he came to ocean. Ocean! I'm going to dry up if you don't give it. Who is Garuda? Is the carrier of Vishnu. Entire universe. This ocean is nothing. Running in fear brought the action brought it. The longest journey starts with the first step. This is like Prabhu, like I'm going to start. And he'll become very successful one day.
Yeah.
And then may not be successful also, doesn't matter. In the eyes of Krishna, there is no difference between Hanuman or Jatayu for Ram. Both tried. Some is successful, it doesn't matter. Keep doing it, keep doing it. I'm not doing it for the numbers. Numbers may come. But keep doing it. The Saturday Home program. 98 I was introduced. So my only desire is that I got this, I want to give it others. So 24 years. Every Saturday, rain or shine, unless I'm not sick, I'm out, please continue. Either my home, somebody's house. Who sent? So many batches. So many devotees. And then they are somewhere else, they are doing similar things. And they are doing somebody else. This is expand. I don't even know how many branches is there. Sometime I go here, Prabhu, do you remember I attended a class 10, 15 years back. Now I'm doing program, 100 people come. Those 100 people do something. Because I am also connected for somebody who connected me, and that is the person who needs to be created, giving credit, Dhananjay Prabhu, who picked me from garbage and put me in this path. I'm grateful. He's my counselor. He lives in San Antonio. Amazing person. Simple heart. Childlike. Not childish, but childlike. There's a difference between childish and childlike. So, legacy will continue. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. So, that's how. No expectations, we'll do it what we could do. And then let's see however long we could do. But of course, you asked the question, the answer was very long. But many things we jumped here and there. Any other comments, questions based on the discussions today? God showing us to go back to Him, we have to go through the devotee. Yeah. And then devotee will take us back to Lord. That the devotee is sent by Lord only. The devotee is sent by Lord only. Yeah, as Prabhu said, we have many gurus. Pad Pradaksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, and then Diksha Guru. There are so many gurus. Yes.
So everything happens by Krishna's will. So sometimes we have some devotees who don't act nice to us or something. So are they acting to us because it's Krishna's will?
Yeah, amazing. So Chaitanya Prabhu says, everything happens not by Krishna's will. He allows it sometimes unwillingly also. A murderer want to kill somebody, is it Krishna is telling him to kill? Then somebody is thinking, no, it is Krishna's. No. Krishna allowed, because that person has a free will that he wants to kill somebody. Krishna tells him from heart, don't do it. Do you think is Draupadi disturbed by Dusyasana? Is Krishna is telling him? No, that is philosophy is wrong. That is his misuse of free will. But how it happened? Krishna allowed it based on that is his desire. So that he paid the price. We all know Bhima came and cut off his hand and tore off his chest and drank the blood. He paid the price. He knows it. He still did it. So Krishna is not doing it, but he is allowing it. Because why? If I want to move this, if person has paralysis, they have a desire, can they move it? But he is allowing it. Because why? The soul in this material world is encapsulated in the body. Ichcha dvesha samudvena dvanda mohena bharata. Based on the desire I came here, the desire, other part which is coupled with the dvesha. I am the center. So, other than desire, I can do nothing in this world. But he has to give me the power to move. But when I go back to spiritual world, I am full-fledged, totally independent. But here I am encapsulated. That's reason even to kill somebody, even to do japa, Krishna has to give me the power based on my sukruti and karma. Not everybody can do what we can do. I cannot do what others do. So sometimes I can do better than others. It depends. So Krishna is allowing it, but he is not the sole reason. Even though he is a sarva karana karanam, we say it's like, not even blade of grass will move Krishna's power. It is not like it is a poetic statement. It is not an absolute statement. As Krishna is supreme controller, but he is not the reason for all the bad things happen. It is me. It is the people who does it.
So he's giving free will.
Yes, those who misuse it, that's what they're doing. Like this happened, and one time somebody, when the Abhaya case happened in Delhi, it's a brutal thing. We all know what happened. And somebody asked Mataji, is it because of karma? Some preacher was saying, yeah, it is karma. Whatever happened in the past, she did in the past to somebody has happened. No, it is a brutal. It is not our business to judge. That is wrong. Whoever it may be. So, but why did Krishna allow? That's misuse of this person. Then he will be penalized based on karma. So, otherwise preachers become a fanatic and then they can misquote this. It's not right. Krishna is not the reason for Dusyasana to disrobe. Yeah, or Duryodhana to be poisoned the Pandavas. No, that is his own mistake. Yeah. Next question. Anybody you want to add anything for this question? Who?
So this fasting is happening after Mahabharata wars or before?
This is before.
Before, okay. Because it's in Dwarka.
Yeah. It's all before. Yeah, that's the reason he has to speak Bhagavad Gita. Just kidding.
But like Draupadi's sons also are,
Killed.
that's where the edge of Dwapara Yuga to
Yeah.
Kali Yuga starting
Yeah.
around that time.
Correct. When Mahabharata war done, that's almost Kali Yuga. So then after that there was no kings. The only person who left to carry the stick is Parikshit, who is Arjuna's son. Abhimanyu was only 16 years old. Uttara was pregnant in Mahabharata war, and then now Uttara's son is Parikshit Maharaj. And once you grew up, then Yudhishthir made him as a king. He left, so he ruled only 32 years. So it's very short time. Then he also left, and after that his son Janamejay, then Kali Yuga started. Yeah. Before that, all the people, Dwapara, also Krishna arranged in such a way that Dwarkavasis, they're not bad, they're amazing devotees. So Krishna arranged to fight among themselves. So you know the story. They fought among themselves, and eventually there's a reason. Krishna. So when they cannot take, when Krishna lives before them, so then Krishna sent them before. So then he has to make this drama, a Leela. So that's the reason, Prabhu. So Krishna says, Janma karma chame divyam evam veti tattvatah tyaktadaha punajanma naiti mamiti so Arjuna. My janma, my birth, appearance, or karma activities are divine. Very few people can understand why I do, what I do, how I do. Those who understand, upon leaving this body, they never come back again. It's very, very mysterious. Patha Bhakti, what Krishna does is mysterious. What's Bhaktyaktam aham evam vidachuna gnatum dustunch tatvena pravestuncha parantapa. This gnatum to dustunch, this with this secrecy of the Krishna consciousness has many dimensions. Absolutely has many facets. Unless until Krishna's mercy, our purity, we can see and enter into the realm of secrecy. Otherwise, person can chant, read here and there, become fanatics and whatever maybe. They have some nice classes here and there, but they don't experience what is Krishna. Once you understand, Prabhu, the Krishna consciousness is so deep, profound, practical, scientific and sublime, you cannot give up. And you don't want to give up. And even if you want to give up, Krishna will not give up. So this path is amazing. This is a transcendental bhakti process is revolution. Results are evolution. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, results are evolution, process revolution. Unconventional, Prabhu. So there is no other religion can give us this path of bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this process of bhakti is, he is inviting us, Krishna is inviting, come to the party. It doesn't happen normally. Even greatest yogis cannot understand, get what we get. You're reading Srimad Bhagavatam sitting in somebody's basement. When you're walking in the train, you can read Bhagavad Gita. In the phone, Bhagavad Gita. The facility is not there, but still we are not doing it. It's a different thing. But those who do it, in the winter, who will get up in the morning 5 o'clock chant? But if we do it, who will drive to temple in the morning 5 o'clock and wake the deities and dress and cook? But if they do it, they get the rasa. And they see, wow, something in it. And common people say, what is this? I watch movie, this and that, I'll do this. Yeah, that's that. They're also deriving some enjoyment. Otherwise, they will not do that. But that enjoyment is temporary. That only brings other misery. But here, there is no side effect. More you do, more you want.
No satisfaction.
Satisfaction. But if you do it in a wrong consciousness, then you will become proud. Then we look for name, fame, power, which will get it. Then we judge others. But neha vikrama nasasti pratyabhavana vidyati. And this will now be wasted. But eventually they'll catch up. That when finally the fan switch off, then you see. We all join in the hospital. Medicine started. It's working. Some of us have the disease little strong. That means medicine is strong. But we are all admitted. Understood, I have a disease. I need help. So matter of time. Somebody is only coughing, somebody has a cancer, somebody has bronchitis, somebody has leg pain. We are all admitted based on our karma. It's a matter of time. The doctor is there, spiritual master. He is treating us. Only thing, allow him to treat. Keep trying, taking the medicine, and follow the niyama agraha, do's and don'ts. What to do, what not to do. And this is a sure success. Prabhupada said, you did everything whatever you want to do. All these lifetimes. This one lifetime, do it for Krishna. And he will never be the loser. All you get, Krishna. You will get Krishna, sure. Then he said, I will come personally at the time of death. Hold up my dhoti, I will take you back to spiritual world. That is his promise. Chant 16 and follow 4x. Then we'll all, that is Krishna's promise. Krishna promise and pure devotee's promise will not go in vain. Yeah, just hanging there and then doing what we could do and then look for opportunity to serve. How do you show love to Krishna? Following his instructions. What is the following instruction? Serving. When an opportunity comes to serve, we be extremely grateful. Thank you very much. That mood should be there. And don't look for like comfort. Come out of the comfort zone is a very dangerous zone. It's a panic zone. Come out of the comfort. Do the best you could do. Then at least if it's out of comfort zone, I will not depend on my strength. Comfort zone, I depends on my strength, my knowledge, my skills, my facility, my money. In comfort zone, there's a tendency to pray. Please help me. The comfort zone actually is a panic zone, very dangerous. I'll do when I can, when in comfort zone, everything goes well. Krishna says all the best. You're in the wrong place. Do you expect everything goes well? Yeah, sometimes I devotees like it's so cold. If it's 100 people, I cannot chant in this and that company. Yeah, Krishna allows, but that's not mature. When you sit and chant, if you hear yours, you will not hear from anybody else. Nobody will disturb us other than mind. Nobody is the reason for my distress, and nobody is reason for my happiness. It is me. I take responsibility. If something good happen, be grateful. Bad happens, I did. Thank you, Krishna. I think it would have been big and you made it small. Thank you. Then you're free from the karma. She did it, he did it, why she did it, why did it? Okay, we did not learn. Chain will continue. Prabhupada says any fool can complain. Any fool can complain. Intelligent person, hey, I think something happened. And this is happening, there may be some, what is Krishna is teaching me through this devotee or this incident? Let me see. Why this happens? Why this devotee behaved with me? What is I learn? That is the person. That's why we discussed last week's good japa, bad japa symptoms. Some of you. None of you there. Last Sunday class, symptoms of good japa, bad japa. If you are judged, Prabhu, we know ourselves. How is a japa? Based on that, everything reflects. Yeah, listen, if you have an option to clients, a lot of devotees came. I was very heavy, supremely heavy. You were there?
Yeah,
Very heavy. There's a lot of people says, nobody said heavy. Thank you very much, it's much needed. Much needed. Can you imagine? I was seeing the kids, the kids family, using the phone in the temple room, playing the games upstairs. It's not a hotel. Temple is not a hotel. It's not a resort. It's not a restaurant. Come and eat and go, walk and go. I come whenever I want and do whatever I want. No, it's a temple, place of worship. It's a secret. Krishna is standing there. One point even I didn't know. I made a point on the spot. When you walk into the temple, you look at Radha Natabar. The first few minutes, Supreme Consciousness is there. Krishna is there. Do you have the same consciousness after 2 hours? We are in the temple. Where is the consciousness? He's standing there. And he's always standing there. We talk this and that, we do this and that, we do so many things. We totally forget. I have 15 minutes, half an hour before he spoke, Krishna is standing there, Supreme Personal Godhead. He came from spiritual world. He's still there. How do you behave? How do you treat others? He's the same person. He's still watching me. I'm not watching him, but he's watching me. But I'll ask the first only few seconds, few minutes, that consciousness. How do you retain that? And that person is everywhere. He's not only in the temple. He's watching me everywhere. One person, a guru was teaching, God is everywhere. And then students did not get. Then he gave the mango to all the students. Go, hide and eat. Everybody went. Somebody is under the table, somebody under the tree, this and that. One person came back with mango. What happened? I could not find any place he's watching. He's everywhere. Wherever I see, air is there, sun is there, this and that, tree is there, and then I could feel. He says, you understand the lesson. Krishna is in the deity, he is in Krishna temple also, but he is everywhere. How do I develop that vision?
Bhakta Kanakadasa, right?
Please say it.
No, is it Bhakta Kanakadasa who actually...
Is that one?
Is that one, I think?
I don't.
Here somewhere, I think.
Is it the same person? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one story. Other stories also. Next batch starts. All the students came and joined. And those days, even now, when you join the school, you have to mention who's your father, who's your mother, what is your this and that, all the details, and then they had to enroll. They had to know what is the purpose you're coming. One boy came, and then he said, like, my mother. What's your father? I don't know. You don't know? Your father's name should be here. Go and ask your mother. So she went back. Her mother said, I'm a prostitute. Then I conduct kings. So many people come, so I don't know. So I don't have. So father, he went back and told his guru, this is what my mother said, like, you are dharmic. He appreciated the truth. He didn't hide it. Although Krishna knows everything, he's everywhere. But how do you develop that? That's amazing. Krishna knows. We are supposed to develop that. Not when I'm dressing and breathing and chanting when I go to temple, no. How do you see the same Krishna everywhere? Even workplace. Even the pain comes from others. Yeah, this Krishna consciousness is supreme benediction on humanity. Yeah. Kartik Prabhu, you've been sitting and listening, not talking. Say something. You see his heart, what it says? Devotee care. Is it not? Is it not what it says? Right? That's what I see. That's what he does. He also does wonderful devotee. Nice service attitude. The entire family. And Mataji came all the way from, how many, Kentucky, and she wanted to dress Radha Nattabur. I was told her house is like an amazing temple. She takes care of the deities. How many deities have you have?
Radharas we have.
And then other sets of Kaunita.
No, there were other Mataji's deities.
Is it? Oh, yeah. She does every day. So much of love, so much of jewelry, so much of stitching going on. And then she looks very simple, but very knowledgeable. So in ISKCON we have seen so many people. Everybody is a stalwart in their own way. And sometimes some may have challenges here and there, but we have to overlook. That's not everybody has mistakes. You want to say something so far? Any comments, questions, observations?
I just wanted to mention when you were saying, you have to find the path to Krishna. So there's one saying where back at home, elders used to say, if you have to go to a temple, the God has to call you, only then you can go. You can't just randomly say that I can go and visit him and you'll be able to visit. Because it has personally happened with us many times. Whenever we want to go to a temple, one or the other obstacles, one of the other hurdles, you will not be able to go. Or even if you go there, you can't visit him, you can't get his darshan at all. So it has to be like he has to call you. He has to feel that you are literally urging to see him. You are literally craving to see him.
Yeah, that is a point.
Yeah.
He's calling, but I cannot understand his calling because I am not craving.
Yeah.
If I am craving, then he will call. Because otherwise he right within. There is a temple within. The temple means physical location, the one place, so that when I see him, then I could be able to see everywhere also. Yeah, it's an amazing cyclic process. Yeah, thank you. Damodar Prabhu, you have any comments so far what we discussed so far? Any reflections?
It's a nice pastime. I'm hearing after a long time, so it's
Mm.
refreshing. Good lessons.
Thank you.
Ask one question.
Yes, Prabhu.
How to overcome our ego? There's a lot of ego. So can you give some?
If you find something, let me know. So, ego is good. The false ego is bad. Ego is our identity. Without that, we cannot survive. Aham Brahmasmi, I am a soul. I am a servant of Krishna. My master is good. That ego is good. That's what Krishna says. But false ego is bad. The ego is between soul and intelligence. Like, first is gross body, sense objects. Master of sense objects and senses is mind. Master of the mind is intelligence. Master of the intelligence is the soul, but between the soul and intelligence is the ego. That means our identity. Yeah. Oh, I was coming to you to ask you something, share something. You're leaving. He understood. See, say some reflections.
No, I was thinking, so Arjuna made his own decision without engaging Krishna there.
Mm.
But again, it is part of the bigger plan for making Arjuna to forget about Krishna at that time. So he had to go through all that.
That's one angle, but Arjuna's perspective, you shouldn't have done that. That's what the purport says. Yeah. You should consult.
Yeah.
And also there is another thing, we made the point, nowadays guru become fashion. If I want to buy a car, guru, which car I should buy? My son is going to college, which college I should send him? So that is not meant for, spiritual master is not meant for that. Yeah. When I call him, you should be there to receive my call. If I can send him an email, you should respond. That is not the response of a guru. We read scriptures, understand, and then if you have a genuine concern, so we should ask senior devotees and guru not to this kind of things. Yeah. Yeah. So Arjuna should have, in this case you should have consulted Krishna. Nice. You're leaving, you're not taking prasad? You're done.
I had prasad at home.
We also have prasad at home, lunch, Prabhu. Please, when you go upstairs, take some, pack and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any other, Mataji, any reflections, questions, comments?
Reflections. Brahmana had to suffer. Like he was waiting for the reason. He was actually waiting for his suffering. Like in our life also, like we have maybe like if you see like past 8 years or 10 years back, we have suffered and we didn't know the reason. Like what's the reason for this suffering? But later on, like we'll get the answer.
That's correct. Beautiful reflection. Yeah. But he patiently waited. And even though he came and expressed his anger, but he just kept on. But eventually he got it. But who the children grew up with? Vishnu. Just imagine if your kid born and Vishnu taken and he raised and come bring it back to is a different, right? Yeah. Nice reflection. Anything else? So I think I didn't see 8:36 already. We cannot even do balance. We'll end here. Thank you all. So not many people came today, but that's okay. Caravan has to move on. We'll end here. We'll end with the Mahaprabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
How do we know when do we need to be humble, when do we need to speak, when do we need to keep quiet, or when do we need to stand up for ourselves or stand up?
This is a good point, Prabhu. That sometimes we learn from trial and error. We learn. Sometimes first time it works, sometimes it backfires, and then that's where Shastra Chakshusha, the scriptures knowledge gives us a conviction. Based on the scriptural knowledge, we develop the conviction through Shastra. In this case, in the past, if anything happened in the scriptures, what did they do? And how do I can emulate the same thing? It's all past tense as a reason. What did Krishna do? What did the Guru did? What did devotees did it? What can I learn? And if we didn't find anything, then we approach any devotee or counselor or a Guru. So they'll direct us. And we can also ask Krishna. So he will direct us. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Yes.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Also, I've heard like sometimes when we are in a situation that we don't know how to what to do. So how Prabhu said like we should see our situation like Sita Mata जैसी हमारी situation नहीं है, हमारी द्रौपदी जैसी situation नहीं है, Parikshit Maharaj like sorry I don't know so much English, okay? We are not in a situation like Parikshit Maharaj, right? So we have to think that way that a situation is better than all those devotees. So like we don't have a reason to speak.
In other words, Parikshit Maharaj was cursed to death in 7 days. We don't have that. Prahlad Maharaj brutally tortured, so we don't have it.
He was in between all असुरों के बीच में ही थे, and we have all devotee association. So there is always a reason. हम reason ढूंढते हैं कि कैसे भक्ति ना करें. We have to see reasons.
Yeah. Thank you. No problem. Very nice. Thank you. Anything else? So, Mahaprasadi Govinde.
Mahaprasade Govinde.
Nama Brahmani Vaishnave.
Brahmani Vaishnave.
Svalpa Punyavatan Rajan.
Svalpa Punyavatan Rajan.
Vishwasvaneva Jayate.
Vishwasaneva Jayate.
Sharira Vidya Jayate.
Sharira